Right now?
Yes, go ahead.
Gucci?
Yeah.
Say okay. Say okay.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, can I not smile?
We're recording. You can smile for this part.
Okay.
But that,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Fine.
My name is Francesca Arnetta. I'm a senior at Miguel Contreras Learning Complex, and this is my story.
My name is Paul Esperanza. I'm a senior at Central City Valley High School, and this is my story.
My name is Akuya Jefferson. I'm a senior at the Los Angeles High School of the Arts, and this is my story.
My name is Valerie Garcia, and I'm a senior at Hollywood High School, and this is my story.
Financial issues have been a regular part of my life for as long as I can remember. I learned at an early age to share my money with my family, whether it be from my birthday gifts or earned money from babysitting or allowances. At times, this was upsetting because at 7 years old, I sometimes felt the responsibility of being an adult. My parents lacked financial means, but they worked hard to pay for a private Catholic school education for me and my two siblings, teaching us to have a strong work ethic and to value family above all else.
Growing up with a single mom has been difficult. My father made the decision to leave our family when I was 10 years old. We live every day without showing our struggles, but when it comes to money, we often end up looking at each other, wondering what to do next. For the past 20 years, my mom managed a store in downtown Los Angeles. The store was doing well until we were robbed of all our merchandise, which caused us to struggle more. We eventually had to shut down our store, and it was hard for my mother to find a decent job that could provide for a household of 4. She is now working at a restaurant, but we are still struggling each day to put food on our table.
At the age of 13, I was living in an unhealthy environment with my mother in Victorville, California. Drastic moments occurred where arguments broke out between her and my sisters that resulted in tears and violence. This was a result of my mother's mental illness, which then negatively affected my mental health. I was depressed because there was so much pain inside of me and no one knew what I was going through. My voice was stifled and I became a shy and quiet girl, and it was difficult for me to socialize with my peers. I couldn't even get support from friends or classmates. In turn, hopelessness and negativity ran through my mind, which caused my father to take action by urging me into his care through the court system.
Dating back to when I was young, I've always had a weak immune system, just like my mom. No matter how intense the sickness, I persevered by going about my daily routine of school, internship, and chores. However, things changed for my family during my sophomore year of high school when my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. I cannot describe the new and old feelings that erupted when she told me. This news caused me to create escapes wherever I could in the form of books, schoolwork, and prayers. Still, her outlook remained negative, and a year later, during my junior year of high school, I learned that it was my turn.
Unfortunately, my family's financial struggles limited my siblings' ability to attend college. Now I will be the first among my siblings to go to college, graduate, and then be expected to contribute greatly to the family. I feel a lot of pressure to provide for my family, and I find myself stressed out about being financially successful in life. I often stretch myself too thin when it comes to extracurricular activities in order to be a competitive applicant for college. And during my junior year in high school and senior year in high school, I worked 2 jobs in order to contribute to our household.
I would like to attend college because it is a stepping stone to my ultimate goal of enhancing technology in the medical field. Inspired by a traumatic experience during my youth, in middle school I suffered a concussion during PE, which led to my spinal fluid leaking and called for me to surgery. The recovery lasted for a year, and I was only able to attend school for 1 to 2 hours a day. When I was able to go back to school, I was behind in all my classes and doing double the work. I had to be diligent and working hard to manage and my time, causing me to lose sleep. Due to my surgery, my energy was drained. My stress levels were high and I would deal with constant headaches, and I felt like I was a burden to my family, who were constantly praying and worrying that I might die. This led to me to go to therapy, and there, I learned coping mechanisms for my stress.
It was challenging to transition to Los Angeles since I had been with my mother for over 12 years. I was nostalgic and missed my home dearly. In addition, I had to start at a new school near the end of my 8th grade year. Sometimes I questioned the importance of remaining with my father, but he always emphasized that this was the most beneficial option for my mental health. Soon, I took my own steps in improving my mental health. To overcome my trauma, I decided to see a counselor, and with the help of counseling, I was able to create a more positive state of mind. I felt like there was someone who was willing to offer the advice and extra support that I needed.
During a visit to the doctor, what was supposed to be a normal checkup turned into a nightmare. My doctor confirmed that I had breast cancer in my left breast. After receiving the news, I began to distract myself with my schoolwork, and I spent endless amounts of time with my family before getting a second opinion. Walking into the oncology waiting room, which was filled with strong women undergoing their cancer treatments, made me burst into tears, and our 2 hours in the office felt like centuries.
Although times can be difficult and our financial struggles have always been a burden, I've realized that I've learned a lot during these difficult times. I've learned to be proactive in school, at work, and in other activities. I've become more independent, and my parents trust me as I head into college and adulthood. I have learned to support my family and fulfill my responsibilities while maintaining good grades in high school. My determination to use education as a way to solve our financial problems has only strengthened over the past years. I want to earn my bachelor's degree, and maybe one day I can teach others how to manage the pressure to deal with difficult circumstances. In the end, all of our struggles helped me grow as a woman and will help me find success in college.
I'm still in the process of healing and recovering, struggling with my body being at 80% while my mind is at 100%. I don't feel like I'll be the old me, but I'm okay with that because the old me had gaps. I'm thankful for this process because now I have a purpose in life. Before I was walking a path with no direction. My mother always told me, it does not matter how you start, it matters how you finish. My family is important to me because they all believe in me, and I want them to be proud of me. Going to college won't prove to solve everything, but it will prove to me that my determination and dedication has paid off.
My father provided a more positive environment for me full of laughter, love, and encouragement, making it easier to bond with him. Thankfully, I have been able to excel in my academics with straight A's. My adversity gave me a push to strive harder and reach my future ambitions of attending college. I want to become a doctor, own a home, and start a family. This experience has made me stronger because it allowed me to mature over the years, and I now have the independent and correct mindset to overcome future adversity.
Little did I know that those 2 hours would lead to the unexpected news of false diagnosis. I would never forget that day. I walked out of that hospital a changed person. Since that moment, I see everything in a new light. I now choose to live life without regrets or pessimism. I now take risks. When I go to college, I want to study to become a school, family, and child social worker. In middle school, I tutored a young student with a learning disability, and I developed a passion for helping children. That experience showed me what my mission was in life and who I was meant to be.